Here they come, sir. Sir, you better put these on. Earmuffs on, lads.
Afternoon.
I thought you were supposed to be resting.
If I could.
What's wrong? You look as if you've had a night on the tiles.
I wish that were true. No, I'm not sleeping well, that's all. When I do drop off, I keep dreaming, well, not very pleasant dreams.
Such as?
A pack of dogs were after me last night.
Dogs?
Of the mad variety.
You might feel better if you immersed yourself in some work.
I thought you might say that.
I've got some experiments in mind that'll need all your powers of concentration.
Well, after that last carry-on in the safe house, any powers I might have had must be completely scrambled.
Well, perhaps I can help you unscramble them. Let's get back. And could you suggest another pattern of work with this one?
If I can.
Come see me when you feel like it.
Does he mean he wants to get me on the couch?
Why don't you go up and find out?
I don't think I'll bother.
What are you going to do then? You can't hang around the department doing nothing. I think Roy's right, you know. Work might help.
Maybe. Tea?
Prevarication?
First.
What's he up to?
Oh, my head! Soldiers! Soldiers! Something
Get him covered.
my head!
Captain Tate, who's got the map?
Her face! Soldiers! In my head!
Go back to the croft, see if they've got a phone. I'll give you a reference time. 659063.
Her face!
You go with me. Both of you, go on.
Have you heard from Michael?
In more ways than one. Well, I had a postcard from Heidelberg a couple of days ago. And last night, while I was dozing in the chair, I had this terrifying dream.
The mad dogs?
And in it, I heard Michael calling to me. It sounded awful. As if he was terrified.
Oh, you were thinking about him after getting the postcard.
I didn't like it.
Hello, Anne.
Oh, Bob. Tom, you know Bob Barnsley? He's our protector. Deals with all the nuts and cranks that write him.
About what?
Oh, anything. Little green man to serious premonitions.
Really? Do you get many?
Enough to keep me busy, yes. I sometimes think that people invent this stuff just to give me work to do.
Like what?
Oh, I got a lovely letter this morning. Some lady in Caithness says that people are scared to God because of pictish figures dancing in the hills. Mysterious fires, mad dogs racing about.
Could it be feasible?
Oh, aberrations of a rather sad person, I suspect.
You did say mad dogs.
There's probably been one put down by the local vet and suddenly there's an epidemic.
Is anybody going up to check it out?
Question of bodies. Well, no lack of them.
I'm volunteering.
Tom, for goodness sake.
I've got a couple of hundred others you might be interested in.
How many dogs have you killed?
Well, 30 so far in the last few weeks. Stark mad and no reason.
No reason.
Nothing I can find. Nothing shows in any autopsy I've done. And I've done 23 or 4 so far. Not rabies. Not any damn thing.
Heaven's sake, he'll only laugh at us. Men, dancing, Pictish men, warriors in skins. Old times back again, you see.
You've seen them?
And heard. A noise. A dull sort of noise, yes. And my man has, but he'll say nothing.
I'm sorry, this is our business. We live quietly here.
And half the place scared to go out at night? I've talked to some, we both have.
Exaggeration.
Or just something you can't explain, Minister.
I don't believe in resin spirits or ghostly fire. And the noise you can explain 1,000 ways. The wind, a bird, all sorts of things. You don't help to come stirring up imaginings in these people.
The noise? What sort of noise?
I'm sorry, I'm very busy just now. I have visits to make, I'm sorry.
What were you doing up there, Alan?
Poaching salmon.
Poaching, you said. Salmon. Did you get many? You still do it? Why not?
You said something about a financial consideration.
Okay.
Thanks. I was on this hill a week back. There's deer sometimes, and Lynn pays well and asks no questions. I was hearing first the noise and then a sort of humming. And then there, the mound's there and the ring around the hilltop.
An ancient fort?
A fairy fort, some say. I was lying there, and the figures on the hillside. I thought it was Mr. Imlach. With the police. Thought it'd be done. All around the hill. And then, nothing. No noise. No talk. And then they came up and up the hill, and then gone. Like that. You'll not say about me up there.
No one's going to tell.
Have you been since?
At night, not a chance of that, mister.
Ah, Tom, come in. Sit down.
Look, it's okay. I'm beginning to unscramble myself already.
When did you last hear from your brother?
Michael, last I heard Heidelberg, why?
Heidelberg? When was this?
A couple of days ago, why? Well, what's the matter? Has he had an accident?
Away, yes.
What do you mean, in a way? Tell me.
I don't know what happened. I just know he's been found. He's alive. It's all right, Tom. He's in good hands.
Where is he?
Here in Edinburgh. He was found by some
He
hill
can't
walkers.
be. Are they sure it's Michael?
I am.
You've seen him. What did he say?
Well, nothing useful, I'm afraid. He was quite delirious.
I can't believe it.
He had been working very hard, Tom. It happens with terrifying regularity amongst students.
Fine when I saw him.
Delayed reaction?
And he was on his way to Austria then. And I got the card.
Perhaps he wanted to get back to the security of home ground.
Where did you say he was found?
In Caithness. He was lucky to be found.
Caithness. I wouldn't call that home ground exactly. Where is he now?
Don't worry. He's been well taken care of. Round-the-clock observation. Private room.
Who arranged that?
I can pull some strings, Tom. I thought it best.
Mike. Mike, it's me, Tom. Cool down. Take it easy now, easy.
Easy. Flames. Soldiers. Running. Stop.
Mike, it's all right. It's Tom here.
Poor Tom. A face in my head. I saw her, and then red fire
Tom.
in my head. Charging, screaming.
Tom! Must not be excited. I did warn you. Are you all right?
I'm all right.
Karen, go and have a look at me. I really am very sorry, Tom.
How come you've gone to all this trouble? You don't think your experiments with him could have brought this on, do you?
Not possibly.
He's in such a state. Isn't there something I can do to help him? I mean, calming his mind through mine or something.
Not in the condition he is at the moment.
His mind's gone, isn't it? Completely gone.
No, not at all. It's a condition known as an hysterical fugue. It can be brought on by tremendous emotional shock following a period of strain. Bereavement, perhaps.
Julia?
Were they close?
Well, they were fond of each other. And he did mention seeing a girl's face.
Oh, I see. It's one of the symptoms, hallucinating. Seeing the dead person's face. Amnesia. It's all part of the pattern.
How tidy.
Which means we can cope.
I just hope he can.
That's not going to help.
Then can you tell me, Doctor, what will? My brother is lying in a clinic, raving like a lunatic, suffering, I am told, from something called an hysterical fugue. Guess where they found him?
You said he was in Heidelberg.
So I did. And I've got a postcard to prove it. He was in Caithness, near the place we were.
That's incredible.
You should have seen him. A wreck. A child, bombed out of his skull on sedatives and rambling on about all sorts of rubbish. Flames and soldiers. He kept saying soldiers. I wonder if there are any army places. Training areas around there.
Training areas?
No, he said soldiers running, charging. Oh, God, I don't know.
Is this all you've eaten?
I'm gonna check.
Should be easy enough. Army training areas are shown on ordnance survey maps, I'm
Are
sure.
they, though? I plan to find out if they're not.
How?
Aha.
Right, then you find out and then you let me know.
You don't think I can, do you?
The Army's very good at camouflage.
Yeah, but I've got security clearance.
Only up to a certain level.
That might be high enough. Nothing.
You're treading on very dangerous ground.
Sure you don't mean toes? Official toes. Ah, don't like the heat, eh?
So I'm getting out of the kitchen.
Anne. Stay with me, eh? Oh, just one drink.
No. You should sleep well tonight, anyway. While you're at it, sleep on the idea of leaving the Army well alone.
Good night.
So you're going through with your little plan?
I took your advice. Slept on it.
How's your head?
Screwed on tight.
Have you told Roy what you're up to?
No?
You should, you know.
No doubt someone will.
I phoned the clinic. Michael had a quiet night.
Yes, I know.
Tom, you're heading for all sorts of trouble, and what for? A wild goose chase, probably.
I've got to do something. You haven't seen him. It's not a pretty sight. His mind just blown away.
He'll be all right.
Willie.
Julia used to say that logic was your strong point. Even when dealing with the paranormal, she said you applied logical criteria to any hypothesis you came up with.
I've always tried to, yes.
I am very sorry about your brother, Tom. But the hysterical fugue diagnosis makes sense. He was very fond of Julia.
So were you. And so was I.
No two people respond the same way to any given situation. Oh, come and listen to this before you go. You've seen them.
And here.
I put the tapes through considerable analysis.
No sort of noise.
And in
yes.
every interview we
And the man
recorded, the
has.
only common factor was sound.
I don't believe in
Even the minister.
present spirits and
A
ghostly
real old
fire.
skeptic talked about
And
describing
no,
the
you can
sound in
explain
different
1,000
ways.
A bird, the wind.
A bird, the wind.
All sorts of things.
Well?
You don't
Recently, I've been investigating the theory
that
that sound at certain levels can release the past from some places.
And then the
Memories held within buildings can be shaken free and recreated. So I ran a new program through the computer.
And?
Do you remember Julia was worried about the computer? I'm beginning to wonder if it had something to do with material classification. I tried to get from the computer all material relating to sound, waves, patterns, thresholds, the lot. I found that all access to recent data on sound and high-frequency experimentation has been blocked to me.
Blocked?
Reclassified. I now can't get access to it. Who did it and what's behind it, I just don't know.
Well, you know the department, you know the methods they use. You must know who has the authority to reclassify material.
Only Scott Erskine.
Ah, fine. Got in all right?
Yes. Am I supposed to hang on to the chitty?
You won't get out without it. I sign it and pass you down the line.
Right.
Now, I have to tell you, I've only got a few minutes. Meeting upstairs with the big five. I can't keep them waiting, I'm afraid.
Sounds as if you don't enjoy working for the ministry, sir.
Don't enjoy marching a desk around.
Well, I was wondering, sir, about a very general area. Exercise losses, accidental deaths and injury, that sort of thing.
Is this for your department?
Of course. Who else?
I can tell you that most of the accidents are the result of carelessness rather than operational misjudgment.
I heard that on some of the exercises in Suffield, Canada, men have died. Is that true?
Live firing exercises do have their hazards. I'd rather be there than up a street in Belfast, however.
Do you ever do any live firing exercises in the UK? On the Caithness training area, for example?
We don't do live firing exercises in the UK, Mr. Crane.
Not even in Caithness? I'd have thought that was the ideal sort of place. Remote, quiet, that sort of thing.
Have enough trouble keeping our training areas, Mr. Crane. The people don't like the army until it's necessary, and then they can't do enough for us. But at the moment, we're made to feel we're a liability. I won't be quoted, of course.
Yes, I see. Well, I gathered the locals up there were beginning to complain about your operations.
I don't know where you have your information from, Mr. Crane, but you will be aware that some areas, some training, is not public knowledge. For obvious security reasons, I shouldn't need to explain to you.
Official secrets, yes. It does rather depend on your reading of the national interest, though, doesn't it, sir?
I'm sure our views on that will coincide. I'll check, see what statistics we may have in the office. Joan, I want some statistics on accidents during training, here and in Germany. Put in the Suffield stuff too. Mr. Crane will collect on his way out. Will that suit? Mr. Crane, will that suit?
Yes, yes, that's fine. Thank you for your time, sir.
My pleasure. I hope you understand my reticence.
You've been most helpful. Thank you.
I can see why you keep the flat on, Tom. It's charming. Is it the first time
What the hell are you doing here?
I've just heard today about your brother. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you something for nothing. You are not going to stop me finding out about Michael. I want to know who's responsible.
I hate to remind you, Crane, but you do have a duty to us. Although I'm sympathetic, your personal problems are no concern of the department. And if you endanger our work, I shall be forced to do something about it.
What are you going to do? Lock me up or warn me off?
Believe me,
Why should I? You recruited me by coercion. I was to work for you, in return for which you would help me to find Drexel, to avenge Julia's death. But what help have I been given? None! Now I've got something else to avenge.
Very well. But let me tell you this, for your own good. Stay away from Whitehall, from officialdom. They are not involved.
The Ministry of Defence, to be precise.
If you like, yes.
And what is your connection with them?
The government funds us. They expect some return for their money.
Even for military use?
Defence work only, of course.
Are you telling me that any number of people have access to the results of the department's experiments?
Only at a very high level.
And who decides the level?
I don't think it's...
Like, for instance, who suddenly decided that Anne Rendell's classification had dropped so far that she can't get access to information she needs for her work?
When did this happen?
Yesterday.
I'll look into it.
What, you mean you didn't know? Well, it seems to me you've got a serious security problem on your hands if you've lost control of that computer.
Really?
What if something like mind control data got into the wrong hands? What if someone were to create a chain of people, easy to manipulate, not only within the department, but in key jobs outside as well? What then?
I can assure you that the blocks and checks in Department 7 work all along the line.
You can't block and check people's minds, especially from someone like Drexel. He can infiltrate anyone's mind, sensitive or not, through that girl Morag. And you didn't answer my question.
I think you've wandered into realms of science fiction. It doesn't suit me to have any such hypotheses checked outside the department. Check inside. Double check. And keep your personal scores for other times and other places.
I want to know something, Mike. You can help. And don't get upset. Just try and remember what happened. You were up in the hills in Caithness. If you can't speak, just try and think about it. Will you try and remember? Please, it's very important. I'm going to show you something, Mike. I don't want to frighten you. I just want you to try and remember. I'm here. I'm not going away. You're quite safe. I have to know. It's very, very important. It's all right. It's finished.
Just leave him. Just let him sleep. He'll be all right. I'll decide what he needs, Mr. Crane. No excitement and a while left alone. Now, no one is to come near him, not even you. Is that clear? Yes, quite clear. Sorry, kid.
Got it. It's here. Research into sonic release of memory with particular reference to Hopi Indian settlements and Sioux burial grounds. University of Wichita, PhD study 975. He says that the shamans of some tribes...
Which doctors?
I thought you believed.
Go on.
He says the shamans of some tribes are able to encourage the spirits of a place to reappear. They appear to be consecutive with ritual dances, drumming and the like. I knew I'd read a paper on the subject.
Red Indians in Caithness?
Oh, Tom, come on.
How does that link up with today's army? And what about the dogs?
Well, they of all creatures are going to be susceptible to ultrasonic pulses.
A crowd control device. They tried it out in Vietnam. High-frequency sound could, in theory, stun or disorientate the Viet Cong. Some reckon it's been used in Northern Ireland.
My God, are you telling me the Army's actually using it?
And allowing it to get out of hand.
It will be under fully controlled conditions, surely.
Who knows? The dogs were driven mad by something that leaves no marks. Michael, too. Oh, I saw Mike today. I showed him this.
And?
Well, it's fire, flames, an army badge. When I showed it to him, I picked up what he remembered. Sound can cause fits, epilepsy, maybe madness. Even death, I suppose.
Not under fully controlled experimentation.
And if the controller is already himself controlled? If I saw Drexel's girl, Morag, if Michael saw it, it's a pound to a penny Drexel is involved. She's the link. And if Drexel's got a puppet in the army, has he got one in Department 7 as well?
Right, sir. Well, that seems to be all right, sir. Captain Andrews will see you. We had word from the gate. What is this all about, sir?
Casualties, Corporal.
Do I go in? I just go straight in, sir.
Well, Mr. Crane?
Training accidents. Particularly in relation to your area in Caithness. Department 7 is concerned to help.
Training area where, sir?
Caithness. Oh, come on, don't give me all that classified need-to-know line. There is an area, you know it, and Department 7 knows it.
Then they know more than I do, sir. Oh, we do have accidents. Usually carelessness. Last summer, on training in England, we lost a lad who went to sleep during a night exercise. He bivvied under the tracks of a tank. If he hadn't been crushed, he would have been court-martialed. Carelessness. But thank heaven it's rare enough to be remarkable.
I'm not talking about tank exercises, Captain. I'm talking about what goes on in the Caithness area. Part of the results of our work. Department 7's feedback to your lads. A reasonable assumption?
I really can't speculate, sir.
Can I see someone who is in charge of special exercises?
No.
Why not? Why can't I? Just a chat? Just to get some backup for what we're doing? We do need to know, Captain Andrews, and it may be that whoever ran those exercises can help.
Sorry. Thank you. It's not easy dealing with you chaps from these, what shall I say, esoteric departments. We have our own job to do. No one wants us. We do the job the best way and with the best weapons we can get hold of. Your job? Pure research, perhaps. Ours, much more practical. I really can't help you any further. Sorry.
Okay, fair enough.
Your tea?
No, thanks. Another time. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have a word with you, please?
I'll see you then.
Okay, really, thanks a lot for
Sure.
The department, sir. Your department. A peculiar crowd of boffins. Is that right, sir?
You could say.
Are you one of they?
No.
Oh, well, that's good, sir. I'm really glad about that, because I personally cannot stand the bastards. They're all volunteers up there, you see, sir.
Caithness.
Aye. What did the adjutant tell you?
How's it not?
I didn't think he would. Real volunteers they use. It's not a you business. Dangerous and difficult work, that's what they tell them. Well, fair enough. But they don't tell them actually what is going to happen.
Which is?
Crowd control work, that's what they're told. Well, we're used to that, sir. I mean, modern methods, you know. But this is different. Something to do with sound waves.
Well, why tell me? You must know it's top security. The adjutant wouldn't talk to me about it.
Well, I had a pal out there, sir. Him and half a six platoon. They thought they'd be bloody heroes. Well, stuff heroes, that's why I say.
And why do you say that?
Because they're more trouble than they're worth. Wasted time and blokes. Anyway, away they went. And how did they come back? 2 of them were dead. And 15 of them had their brains scrambled. And my pal was one of them.
How are they now?
Oh, I don't know, sir. I haven't seen them. I saw my pal once by accident. Just caught a glimpse of him. He was screaming and raging and that, you know. I really hate the bastard that did that to him.
Who was it?
It was a Major Phillips. He was not one of ours. One of the boffins. He was in control. Look how they came back. By the way, I haven't seen you today, sir. Remember?
Who else knows?
Not many. I progress all the papers. Right to the next of kin and that. Dear Mrs. Smith, your son has had a nasty accident and will need intensive care. The army, of course, will take care of it all. And regrets. And all that crap.
I want to see Phillips.
Oh, there's no chance. He's in the sick bay with 2 squaddies on permanent guard. No one to see, no one to talk to. Not to be disturbed.
What's the matter with him?
Well, who knows? Maybe nothing. But it's the easiest way, isn't it? Stop him talking.
Will you help?
Well, I'll see what I can do, sir. I'm in the Grenadier most nights of the week.
Mad. You are specifically warned off. Told to stay away. Scott Erskine told you and warned you. You're too involved, personally. That area is out of bounds to you, Crane, and you know it.
Thanks very much.
Dr. Reynolds at least knows how to obey orders. She knows that this department hangs on by the skin of its teeth to its appropriation. HMG, the civil servants, and the rest don't like us. Don't believe in what we're doing. Party tricks, one minister described our work as.
Party tricks that drive people out of their minds. Party tricks that kill.
I beg your pardon.
You heard me. There are deaths. Not just driving people out of their minds, provoking ancient Pictish figures to get up and go walkabout, driving dogs mad. Death!
The army knows what it's at. Everything's carefully controlled.
That's what you say, but it doesn't square with the facts, does it? What if the controller's been got at from the outside? What if he isn't in control at all? What then? You think your precious ministers and civil servants will look on the work happily if that got out? You think you'll get your appropriations from HMG if they knew that people had gone mad, died as an indirect result of work originated in this department?
You know this for a fact.
I know enough.
How?
Privileged information, sorry.
Dare you? Tell me.
I won't. And if you try to stop me or do anything at all to prejudice me, I'll blow the whistle on this whole bloody mess. Understand?
Tom! I had to tell him you are jeopardizing the department.
Sure, thanks a bungle.
Look, he cares as much as I do, as you do. He is trying to do his job.
If I'm right, then we're all in trouble. This whole department may as well pack up and go home.
It can't.
If it doesn't, then Drexel is involved, and anything this unit develops, any area of parapsychology it touches, can be blown by him. And he's mad enough to use it against anything and anybody.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Oh, no. Never jeopardize the department. Your work might go out of the window. Your precious scientific knowledge might be disregarded.
Keep your bloody head down, son.
Right, give me a few minutes to get clear, all right?
You'll do what I asked.
Yeah, I'll give you a 10-second burst in 3 minutes' time. That should give you enough time to get to the front door, okay?
Okay.
Good luck, sir.
What are these bells?
It's all right. False alarm. No panic.
Who are you?
I want to talk to you. Just a few questions, then you go back to sleep.
I don't remember anything.
Nothing at all. Weren't you in charge of the exercise?
Yes, but it suddenly goes blank.
What happened up until then?
I've been through it all so many times. Why won't they believe me? I honestly can't remember what happened. And I can't believe I did what they said I did.
Have you ever been under hypnosis? Look, man, I'm trying to help you. I can help you.
Hypnosis? Yes. I was in the US Army course.
What sort of course?
Interrogation. Testing brainwashing techniques. Wasn't very pleasant.
Who ran it?
Well, they're medics. A couple of civilians.
Was this man amongst them?
Who's he?
A guy called Drexel. You recognize him? Phillips?
When I return to the UK and resume my work in controlled experiment, I will run my way normally until I receive a picture in my mind. This girl's face. I must obey the voice I hear.
Phillips. Phillips, concentrate.
What are you going to do?
I'll talk to your CO, Sergeant, but don't say get him to a doctor.
Damn it!
And this?
I'll explain to the CO. I demand to see the CO.
You're in no position to demand anything. You're in it up to your neck. You were told not to interfere. You'd been told. Well, Mr. Crane, apart from what harm you've done to Major Phillips, you'll be charged with impersonating an officer of the Crown, breaking and entering, trespass.
I'm not impersonating anyone. No pips, no marks. I happen to like the colour. As for breaking and entering and trespass, I don't think you'll put me away. It will cause an awful ruckus outside, believe me.
Sergeant, take him down to the guardroom.
You're joking.
You're a soldier, aren't you? All that khaki must be. Take him, Sergeant.
Major Phillips approved my theory. Drexel must have been responsible for what happened on that army range. When I showed Phillips a photograph of him, he went into a hypnotic trance and rattled off instructions he'd been given. When I projected a picture of Morek's face into his mind, it triggered him off. He repeated the actions he did on the exercise. Turned the radio volume up as far as it would go.
So what you're saying is that Drexel must originally have hypnotized Phillips at some time.
During brainwashing experiments he took part in the States.
How could Drexel have been in on that?
The US Army must have hired it.
That's nonsense.
Why? If they're doing mind control experiments, they couldn't find anyone better. Drexel's unique in that he triggers up his victims by ESP.
Why would the Americans want to harm friendly forces?
They wouldn't, but somebody did. Or at least was willing to risk doing so by pushing the experiments beyond the limit.
Someone in this country?
Maybe someone in this department, I don't know. But it reinforces my theory of a chain of controlled minds.
It's another theory.
Look, you talk about the use of our work in defensive research. The defensive research we should be working on is the ESP triggery.
I agree.
Good. Now, Phillips, he's the key. If we could work on him. Did he choose? Was he chosen? By whom? Oh, come on, they've got to let us.
They can't. Major Phillips hanged himself last night. He was in deep shock. And if Drexel is controlling people, he'll have implanted a self-destruct mechanism in any of his victims.
That's it, I've had enough.
Well, come on, Tom, you're getting near him now.
I can't let people die because of my vendetta with Drexel.
But it's not just a question of personal revenge any longer, surely. You suggested there might be an infiltrator within the department. Julia suggested to me that there was a rotten apple in the barrel, Tom. She might have been killed because of what she knew, rather than as a means of getting at you. Not a mistake for you. It's too late to help Julia. It is not too late to help Michael. And if anyone is going to help your brother, you are. You must stay with the unit, Tom. As much as anything to nail Drexel before he triggers another self-destruct mechanism.
Michael.
Michael cannot remain sedated indefinitely. So, just dig into the barrel and find our rotten apple, yes? I believe you're the man to do it. I can't force you, of course. It's your choice.